Hello, Leo. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your reading for January. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid, so this could happen at any point in time. Also, keep in mind, this is for any major Leo placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So if this message does not resonate, I do encourage you to check your other signs and placements. Leo, I feel this major cleanup energy. I was kind of cleaning up from the last reading that I did and tapping into the Leo energy. I already meditated on the Leo collective, and I feel this major cleanup energy. And I found this card on the floor from a Kyle Gray deck that I did not use in that last reading. So this was there for a reason. There is something big going on with my Leo collective. And so I do feel a major cleanup, a reorganization is how they kind of showed this to me. You need to make a bold move. There's something about overcoming fears, something about the heart, and an uncovering of like your purpose or your mission. So this is a big message, Leo. I also felt this underlying energy of somebody admitting that they don't feel anything anymore. And so a cycle can finally close, which has likely been a very difficult process of emotional healing for my Leo collective. So I do feel like you've put in a lot of work within a partnership, and I do feel there is a new start. And so it's like leaving something behind for a new beginning and like a reordering, like a cosmic reordering. So there might be a lot of divinely guided changes or towers going on with you, Leo. And so we do need to remember, though, life is as good as we make it was a message they wanted me to say. So we kind of got to make the best of it. So let's talk about this card that fell on the floor, because my intentions for these readings are to dig into the dark mirror aspects of each collective, of each zodiac. And so this is like you are being embraced by light, which I feel is showing you some deep shadow aspects of self. That's kind of what I feel. And so the order of Melchizedek. And so this is a high priest that was mentioned in the Bible, and he initiated all the great teachers. So there is a Leo here that is a spiritual teacher, a great teacher, maybe going into some Akashic memories that are biblical. I do feel some past life memories. Don't give up. I do feel things are very challenging, Leo. It's very dark. It's very ancient, like very deep, dark, ancient energy. Maybe you're like a gatekeeper. I do feel you are being initiated to walking the spiritual path. Maybe you're going through like a third eye activation, and you are being asked to realign with the light and to leave things behind when it comes to facing your shadow self and the unhealthy things that you kind of play into or overindulge in, Leo. So I do feel there's a lot of cosmic energy and maybe light beings surrounding you. I do feel like maybe an activation of some Christ codes, Jesus consciousness. I do feel some high frequency activations, which are kind of diving you deep into the shadowy aspects of self. And so this is almost like a forced dedication, energetic forced dedication. So I think you're kind of feeling challenged. I think things are challenging, right? So there's a big life lesson, I feel, that is coming to light. And so you're going to want to protect yourself. And this is likely leading up to the Leo full moon. So if you have one of your big three in Leo, like your sun, your moon, or your rising, or perhaps even your Jupiter, there's something huge going on for you, I feel, leading up to the full moon in Leo on January 25th. So pay attention. So let's jump into the dark mirror aspects for you, Leo. Envious gluttony on the bottom of the deck from my cleanup from yesterday. So Hermit energy. So I do feel somebody here maybe has been hiding some addictions, hidden addictions from family and friends because their pride has been hindered. It says downcast pride. And envious gluttony, all to maybe mask some pain on the heart. Leo is the heart. So I won't cry for you. So is there somebody here that has refused to acknowledge an ending and has played into, you know, a lot of addictive gluttonous qualities, and is really, maybe that light is being shed, and somebody maybe is going through maybe some judgment with their peers, and maybe it's the energy of downcast pride, right? Somebody maybe is getting a blow to their ego, but this is uncovering somebody's mission. So remember, the dark mirror is there to illuminate what you need to transmute, Leo. So what is the dark mirror coming through for Leo, please? Sacrifice. It's a 7 card. So there is a lot of spiritual energy around you. That's a very heavenly number. And then that downcast pride. So that's the energy of judgment. It's a 20 card. So that is some judgment here. Yeah. And so I do feel somebody here maybe fell for some temptation. They're definitely in a state of suffering. Somebody here has been masking how much they've been suffering. I think hiding it from their closest friends and family. And I do feel maybe that is finally being exposed. If you look at the downcast pride, look at all of the, it almost looks like veins coming down from the throat. And so somebody here could have lied about a past situation, and now these emotions are coming to the surface. So it's like the energy of like the mask has kind of come off here. And so the dark mirror has kind of called in a storm. I do feel a storm warning here. And the energy of this sacrifice is saying something is going to need to be sacrificed or walked away from, Leo. So let's see what the dark mirror archetype energy is connected to this. Wow, Leo. Ooh, we get a Don Juan, Trickster on the bottom of the deck, and a Femme Fatale. I think, and then the Hermit. So that Hermit energy come through at the beginning of the dark mirror. So I just feel we have a Don Juan here that met their match with a Trickster, Femme Fatale. I just feel, yeah, I feel maybe somebody was like a Don Juan character and, you know, had a lot of personal agendas when it comes to romantic relationships, and maybe had a multitude of romantic relationships. We've got trickster energy on both sides of the fence here. So I feel there's a lot of inappropriate use of sexuality here. There's a lot of negative attachment to money coming through in this dark mirror, but this is uncovering your mission. So there's like a magician manipulation energy here in transcendence. So transcending an old cycle. And I feel learning the lesson. There's definitely a withdrawal. I do feel some negative judgment of others here is coming through. And there is like a vampire energy and victim mentality. So I feel somebody's been going through some type of spiritual purification. And this karmic cycle was to illuminate some type of fear of intimacy. To stop playing the victim, to stop victimizing yourself, allowing yourself to be a victim. I do feel like there's liability here. Somebody needs to maintain some boundaries here. There's a heart purification for sure going on here, Leo. So what else does Leo need to be aware of with these archetype energies? Dilettante, and then the poet. I do feel this is going to activate some type of mission work. That's kind of what I feel. So I do feel there's a lot of healing energy around you. I do feel releasing something very superficial. There's a lot of spiritual knowledge being activated here when it comes to maybe a new profession, a new career, a new spiritual pursuit. Bottom of the deck, we get the martyr with the child eternal, and I like this, the rebel. So that's kind of like that Aquarian energy. So I feel there could be a feminine here learning to no longer be a damsel in distress, and maybe that has called in a lot of abusive narcissistic partnerships by this need and this want to play into romantic illusions. And I do feel understanding that unhealthy cycle and what a healthy romance might be. I feel we could have Aquarian energy coming through here too, Leo, which would be your opposite, which might be like a karmic cycle closing out. But I feel there's a lot of anger here surfacing from what has been repressed. And I do feel a need to grow up. There's that Leo energy with the sunflowers. And so I do feel somebody is seeing things with fresh eyes here. Maybe you've been addicted to a pity party and masking through addictions, but there is something here being sacrificed, and maybe you're stepping into being a guide, a teacher, and that's the mission being uncovered from a very painful lesson that has been avoided. Yeah, I just feel maybe a lesson in abuse, manipulation and abuse. You know, maybe you've been dealing with a teacher that's been teaching you through negative traits. And not every teacher that we meet is a positive teacher in our life, Leo. But I do feel a lot of self-destruction. And there's been like an inability to communicate healthily in a relationship. But I feel this is really activating your divine mission as a guide, as a teacher. So let's jump in with some tarot, Leo. Let's see what else needs to come through for you. Okay. Oh, yeah, there needs to be a release big time here. I also feel somebody hasn't fully released a missed opportunity from the past. Maybe there needs to be a release here. There does need to be an ending, and maybe this is like going to be a huge loss of money, which is why there's been resistance to an ending. But there needs to be an ending before you can have a new beginning. And so maybe somebody didn't fully close out a missed opportunity from the past, and they started a new cycle, had a new beginning, and they didn't want to like feel the ending of the past cycle. I do feel like there needs to be a release of the heart. There might even need to be a release of a situation. I just feel you've held yourself back on your spiritual journey, and Scorpio energy. So could be dealing with the Scorpio. It's time to open up the heart, Leo, and release something. So don't give up. Something is being uncovered. There's a gift here to receive in this very destructive effect of this dark mirror. So what else needs to come through for Leo, please? Eight of Cups. There is something that you need to walk away from, and you know it. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. There's absolutely something here you need to walk away from. You want more from life. Maybe you did walk away from a past experience, but you didn't process the ending. I do feel it's time to make a choice. There's big changes here. There's healing. You're going towards healing, and there has been this lack of emotional denial. Maybe because you pieced out of a past situation very quickly and you didn't learn the lesson, you didn't process the ending. And so I feel maybe that new beginning was like a false start because it really wasn't sincere. You know, you took action prematurely. It wasn't sincere. So I do feel a need to walk away. There's going to be big changes coming up here. And so I do feel this energy of shame too. There's a need to process some shame and some regret. And there is a need to do some heart healing here for sure, right? There's that Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, the Hanged Man reversed. We got the King of Cups upright, the King of Swords reversed. Keep in mind, these are energies in and around you. I think somebody played the victim for a long time. And I do feel there's a need to end a cycle of depression here, which maybe has been a cycle of illnesses that keep repeating, like depression on and off. I do feel somebody may be moving, and this is really affecting their pride, but I feel like the masquerade is over. There's like a major storm coming in to clear the path, is what I feel like. And you're going to need to like take a break. I feel go within, learn a lesson. I do feel somebody here hasn't been telling the truth about their feelings. And I do feel there's a need to heal. I do feel there's going to be a major wake-up call to see this in a whole new light, because I do feel there's like a lack of emotional maturity here. So what is this King of Cups, King of Swords going to do here? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. I do feel we got a masculine here that has really held on to a past situation. I do feel a masculine here that is going to choose healing. I just feel getting unstuck. I feel somebody, you know, held on to something for a long time. This is, you know, something not working out. It's really not working out. There could be a canceled engagement here, but this really is a win. It's a win because this is going to allow a masculine to process their emotions that I feel they haven't processed, right? There was a holding on of something in the past when it comes to an ending. With the 10 of Cups reversed, 4 of Cups reversed, we got a 6 of Cups reversed. And so somebody really didn't process that past ending. And so, you know, they prematurely went into a new cycle. And so they couldn't really build anything solid there. So I just feel taking action in a new direction, a direction of healing, and choosing the path of personal growth. So I do feel there's challenges here to overcome. So let's get you a love note from the universe, Leo. Let's get you a closing message. Those you love you back. So maybe a lesson in reciprocity here. You needn't worry, Leo. I do feel like this is going to get you on the pathway of something more authentic for you, more aligned for your truth. So what do we got for Leo? Do something new, do something different. You'll be surprised, right? You'll be surprised at how quickly things shift when you let go of something that really isn't for you anymore. Do something new, do something different, Leo. Ask for love, right? I do feel... go be happy. Surprise yourself. Go be happy. I just feel like sometimes we hold on to an ex as long as we can because we want to keep them in our lives because we don't want that cycle to end. Or we need them to understand where we're coming from, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. And so the closure comes in the parting of the ways. I just feel like, you know, as much as you want to keep this person in your life, I think it's time to take a chance and go your separate ways. And I do think that will help get you unstuck. I do feel you've been feeling pretty stuck. And that's kind of what I got for you, Leo. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below. And I hope to see you all again next time. Thanks.